Can people stop riding e-bikes right outside my window, please? Hey besties, and welcome back to another Sustainability Sunday, where on Sundays I teach you how to live life a little bit more sustainably without breaking the bank or hugely changing your way of life. Today we need to talk about something that's gonna piss off both sides, but so be it. When it comes to sustainability, you're not the problem, but also you kind of are. Both of these can be true at the same time. Wait, before we get into it, I recently found out the vast majority of people that watch my content aren't actually subscribed to me. If you could do me a favor, go ahead, check and see if you're subscribed, and if not, hit that button. I'm trying to make it to 15K by my birthday, and I really think we can do it. I just need your help to get there. Now let's get into the video. So for the most part, you're not the problem. I'm going to put that out there. For the most part, you as an individual are not the problem when it comes to sustainability. Most of the damage done, I'm gonna be honest, is the big corporations. I've talked about that 1,000,005 times. Corporations are causing mass destruction. It's not even intentional, and it's not even just manufacturing plants. Think about when you order something on Amazon. How many Amazon vans are out every single day? Not only is it waste from what they're shipping, but also how much pollution do the cars put out? Supply chains will always destroy the environment, no matter what. So like, corporations. You didn't create the system. You didn't cause all of the damage that we're trying to stop from progressing. Because at this point, I don't think that all the damage to our planet can be undone, but we can stop it from progressing. You're just forced into this. We're all just forced into this. And I feel like the majority of sustainability content forgets that. The majority of sustainability content does try to put the blame on you, but it's really not on you. And of course, the content that does put the blame on you ends up making you feel guilty, so it kind of goes against everything that it was trying to do anyways. You're not a bad person because you forgot to bring your reusable bag to the grocery store. You're not destroying the planet because you let some food go bad in your fridge. That's genuinely not how any of this works, and guilt doesn't help. It's not your fault. But there's the other side. The side where people know that it's big corporations, so they feel like there's nothing they can do. They feel helpless. I get it. In the world we're in now, I feel helpless about a lot of things. I get the whatever I do won't change anything, so why bother feeling? I get it. But that is part of the problem. The things that you do as an individual matter. The little things add up. If you say it's all on the corporations, nothing I do will matter, you're part of the problem. Supply and demand. We demand, so corporations supply, and there you go. And honestly, the biggest part is society as a whole. That, I think, is the biggest problem when it comes to sustainability, because society as a whole has this obsession with haul culture. We don't need to watch 20 different hauls a day. Society loves trends. It's just how it is. It's a fact. It's human nature. We love trends. There's absolutely no shame in admitting it, by the way. There's no shame in admitting, yeah, I like trends. Right now, underconsumption, de-influencing, and honestly, minimalism is kind of the trend. I don't buy into those trends. I have strong feelings on those. But something that has always been a trend and I don't think will ever go away is overconsumption. I'm not saying that overconsumption is a good thing. In fact, kind of the exact opposite. Overconsumption is what's destroying us. But that's never going to go away. Even if it's not online, even if it's not on social media, overconsumption happens in real life because people influence other people. Even if it's not social media influencers, people influence other people. You see your friend with glowing skin and you ask them, what are you using? And then you go out and you copy their skincare routine. You see your friend whose hair looks super healthy and you're like, hey, your hair used to be damaged, what are you using? You go out and you buy the same products as them because you know it works. So you have been influenced to buy things, even if you don't need them. And that technically is overconsumption. If you walk into your friend's house and you say, it smells really good in here, and they tell you what candle they're burning, and then you go out and you buy that same candle, do you need a candle? Nobody technically needs a candle. Yeah, it's a nice thing, but you don't technically need it. And that's just examples of when we are socializing with other people. Those times that we are at home sitting on our couch doom scrolling, when you are at work taking a break and you are doom scrolling, all that you see is buy, buy, buy. This product will change your life. This product does this. This product does this. And then you want it. You want everything. I'm no exception. I've fallen victim to it plenty of times. Everybody has. And there's no shame in admitting it, because that's human nature. But then that leads to the next problem, which is that a lot of sustainability influencers know that that's human nature. And they then will be influencing you to get more eco-friendly products, even if they're not actually better for the planet, even if they're just greenwashed. That's what so much sustainability advice has become. And honestly, it's a load of crap. You don't need the newest eco-friendly version of something. You need to use what you have. So yes, most of the blame is on corporations and on society as a whole. But we as individuals need to make sure that we also take accountability. It's not about perfection, and it's not about all or nothing. All or nothing gets you nowhere. Perfection gets you nowhere. Perfection doesn't exist. All or nothing will just sour your mood to it and just have you give up, because all or nothing isn't possible. Perfection isn't possible. We need to be realistic. We need to think about how our life actually works. Because keep in mind, passing the buck, just blaming corporations and society, that doesn't help anything. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of waste. Taking accountability when it comes to sustainability can mean so many different things for so many different people. It can mean recycling. It can mean reading the labels on how to recycle certain things. Taking accountability can mean shopping less. It can mean meal planning so your food doesn't go to waste. It can literally mean growing your own food or composting. Taking accountability can mean so many different things to different people. It can mean, instead of going to the store, going thrifting. There's so many different ways that people can take accountability. In my opinion, probably the easiest part of taking accountability is just reusing what you have. That's literally all it takes. Don't replace, reuse. I personally am so into it that I'm vegan. My husband is not. He eats eggs all the time. I have him save his eggshells for me so that I can mix them into plant food. That's how sustainable we try to be. Granted, that's a whole different level. Most people aren't going to be like that, and I don't blame them. But use and reuse what you have. You want to switch from a shampoo in a bottle to a solid shampoo bar because it's using less plastic, so it's more sustainable? Awesome. Great. Use up your shampoo in the bottle first. Otherwise, it's just going to waste, and there's no point. You want to get a new bamboo toothbrush because you heard that bamboo breaks down easier than plastic does? Yeah, okay. Wait until the toothbrush that you've been using is on its last legs. Then get a new one. Or if you don't want to wait, use your old toothbrush to help with cleaning around the house. Never use one that'll go into your mouth, but use your old one. Do you want to get a new dish towel to put out in your kitchen? Okay, your old one looks dingy and a little gross, but there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, transition that to being a rag instead of being a dish towel. Or honestly, even as simple as, instead of going out for coffee every single day, make coffee at home once a week. Just once a week at first. It's a small change, makes a big difference. You're taking some accountability. Or if coffee shops still let you bring your own cups, by all means. There are so many simple, sustainable swaps that you can make that are realistic. You don't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to go all in. If your goal is perfection, you're going to be disappointed. And disappointment, not being able to reach your goal of what you're trying to do, normally turns most people off to something. But if you do little swaps instead, that makes a big difference. Because yeah, it adds up over time, but it also forms a chain reaction, and that's what we want. If you make a change that is so normalized to you after a while that it's just second nature, your friends see you doing it and see that it's no effort, they might start doing it. It becomes a chain reaction. Like I said earlier, we get influenced by people every single day, including people in our real lives. When I was a kid, my dad would always order any drink he got, sodas, my dad never drank alcohol, with no ice. So growing up, I got used to it, so I ordered my drinks with no ice. And the next thing you know, I'm out with my best friend, and she also orders her drink with no ice. And all of my friends, when I go out with them, order their drinks with no ice because they get more drink for ordering no ice. I never tried to convince any of them to do that. They just did because that's what I always did. So when they see me doing something sustainable, eventually that'll rub off on them too. I have multiple friends that never used to recycle, but they do now because it's the easiest change to me. I have a Keurig, which I know is not the most sustainable option, but I have a refillable pod for it. And since using that, multiple friends have also gotten refillable pods. It's more cost effective and it's better for the planet. They see that it takes zero effort. When the people in your life see that some changes take zero effort, they'll start adopting them too. And that's the chain reaction that you want. And the only way that we can get a chain reaction like that is for somebody to start. It's for you to start. You are not the problem. Corporations are, society is. You as an individual are not the problem. But you have the power to start finding the solution. If you detach, if you pass the blame, if you say, there's not going to be any change made, I can't do anything, I'm just one person can't take on giant corporations, then yeah, you are part of the problem. Because you're not one person. You influence everyone that you interact with daily. Your friends, your family, your coworkers. If you post online, your followers, your Facebook friends, old classmates that you haven't seen in years. You have influence over all these people. So if you say, I can't make a change, then yeah, you're part of the problem. Because you can. We can't fix society. Overconsumption culture will always be there. Trends will always be there. People always want new things. Every time there's a new tech release, people always want the newest tech. What we can do is show people they don't need the newest, or how to repurpose what they already have. I have an old first gen iPad mini that I'm attempting to turn into a smart home hub. Attempting. It's not going very well, but we're attempting. We'll never be able to fully change society, but we can change what we do and what the people that we know do. I don't mean don't go shopping. I don't mean don't buy things. I don't mean don't buy a more sustainable replacement for things when it's time to replace them. And I certainly don't mean give up all things that are not sustainable, because that's not realistic either. I just mean make the realistic changes. Show people how easy it is to do simple swaps. If my husband and I go to a restaurant, we don't get straws with our drinks. I'm not saying that you have to carry a reusable straw with you, because those can get really gross, especially if they come in a carrying case. But you don't need a straw always. It's little things. So now I need to know, what is your stance on sustainability? Do you think it's all in the corporations, or do you think the little guy really does have an effect? I personally believe the little guy has way more pull than anyone thinks he does. You can't change the world, but you can change the people that you interact with, and that can change the world. Do you feel helpless? Or do you know that your choices do make a difference? Let me know where you stand, because I would love to know other people's opinions. What do you think is the most at fault? Do you think it's the corporations or society? Because honestly, I feel like society causes everything. Not to get philosophical, but is human nature actually the bad guy? Is human nature what you can blame for all of this? Let me know your opinion, because I don't know if it's just me that feels this way. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe. I put out new videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and then alternating Mondays and Fridays. Sundays are sustainability Sundays, so if you're here for sustainability content, come around on Sundays. We have a good time. When you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell. Otherwise, YouTube will never tell you when I post new videos. It's a little bit broken like that. I did recently launch a Patreon, so if you are able and you would like to help support the channel, I love you very much. We have multiple different tiers. I also launched a Discord server. Both will be linked below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help to push my small channel in the algorithm a lot more than you would think it does. Let me know if there's any sustainability topics that you guys want me to cover, because I know getting into sustainability is quite daunting. Don't worry, I give it the real once over, if it's realistic and if it's helpful. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I know what I like, baby, I like you. Miss American Pie with the high IQ. Oh,